Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we are doing your full moon in December reading. This is the full moon that's happening on the 4th or 5th of December, depending on where on the planet you are. It's the last supermoon of the year. It's a big one. It's in December. The year is closing out. It's a full moon of release, of change. It's the end of the year. It's transition. It's transitioning from a year 9, that is 2025, to a year 1, that is 2026. This full moon is one of those last big opportunities to manifest release. You don't manifest new things, you let go during a full moon. It is the cycle completing instead of beginning again. It's the letting go of all that has not served you anymore. It's a time of reflection under the bright full moonlight. So I hope you will take the time out to do a small little bit of a full moon ritual for yourself. If not, we are here together. We'll take a brief pause, a deep breath in so that we can calm our spirit, we can call in the best messages, and we can begin. This reading is for all signs and all placements and anyone who has clicked on this video. Big shout out. Thank you. Let us begin. Take a deep breath in. Release. So, I hope you've had a great year. Personally, 2025 has been a little bit tough for me. It felt very stagnant, but as the year is ending, there have been a lot of swift changes happening in my life, and the cards are showing that as well. So what do we have for your full moon reading today? The Tower. I told you this is a sign of transition. This is a sign of all the things that don't serve anymore falling apart, falling away. What is it supported by? The Fool. I was just telling you, right? Or maybe I wasn't. I was talking to one of the other signs. The end of the year is giving me a lot of Fool cards, a lot of Fools, a lot of Wheel of Fortune. This is brilliant energy. This is an energy of beginnings, of closing out. So what's supporting the Tower and the Fool? You have the Ace of Cups, brand new beginnings. I couldn't make this reading up. You have the ending and you have the beginning of a new life, of new happiness. All right. What are the supporting cards for these? What are the clarifying supporting cards for these energies? You have the Hanged Man. Perfect. And you have the Three of Cups right under that Ace of Cups. And what about the Fool? The Queen of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So let's start with the central energy over here, which is the Tower. Now, this is a very, very good card, especially for anyone who has been stuck in a job they don't like, or in a relationship they don't like, in a situation that they have been caught up in for a long, long time. This feels like the shaking up of the foundations that were weak. That is what the Tower card is. It is a tower that was built on the principles that didn't serve you, that were not for your highest good, which is why the foundations, the building that was built on it, is crumbling. It has been brought down by the universe. This isn't a big bad card as people make it out to be. This and death are both very feared. This, death, and the devil, I would add to it. They look at these three as like the unholy trinity of cards, but they're actually not. They are absolutely essential to step into something new. How I see the Tower card is, that old quote that says, you can't fill a cup that is already full, so you need to empty the cup out a bit. This is that. This is the emptying of what you know kind of an energy. And what it came out with is the Fool. This is a 0, right? This is a brand new perspective in life. This is you, because the entire tarot is about the Fool's journey, right? You start at the 0 and then you go forward right up to the end of it. So this is telling me that this new moon, this full moon, you will finally get that emotional release that spiritual release that you have been looking for. And I'll tell you why this is a spiritual release. Because this has come up with a hanged man. Now, hanged man is a card of enlightenment, right? A hanged man, you see, he had to change his perspective because he was so tired of looking at the world how it was. He was so tired of not being able to see or find a way through that he had to hang upside down from the tree of knowledge, right? He had to change his perspective. And what happened when he changed his perspective? He has the halo around his head. He figured it out. He figured the whole thing out. He figured out how to get enlightened. But that's a big, heavy statement. For you, what it means is you are going to figure out how to end your confusion. And will it work? Of course it will work. Look at this. You have an Ace of Cups as the supporting energy for this new moon. This could be not just an offer of love from the outside. This is telling me that this full moon, you will finally figure out what you can do and how you can love yourself. This is a card of self-love before anything else. A Two of Cups would indicate a giving and sharing of emotions, a coming into balance with someone else. But this Ace of Cups, this starts with you. The journey of love does not come from outside in. It starts from inside out. That is when you can love fully and not love someone else, but you can love life fully. That's the kind of energy Ace of Cups is. And it is coming in with the Fool. Do you understand what this is? How powerful this is? This is almost like a clean slate in life. This is starting to feel like a child again, if I may, say that. Because see, the Fool, it's called the Fool because the taking of risks is usually considered very foolish, right? If you don't have all the variables in play. If you, like they say, calculated risks, right? But are any risks extreme? Like how well can you calculate a risk? Is any risk 100% calculated? No, right? Otherwise it wouldn't be a risk. So what the Fool does is, the Fool plays with the unknown. And how does he play with the unknown? By trusting it, by having an energy of joy, of curiosity, of the ability to learn, to take life as it comes, the highs, the lows. The Fool is telling you, you know what? It won't always be great, but it won't always be bad. Sometimes it'll be boring, sometimes it'll be exciting, but at least it will be something new. Because where you are right now, you are tired of the old. You want a change, which is why these cards have come up. You have been trying for this change. So the Fool is supported by a Queen of Wands, right? Again, you know what she's doing? She has a sunflower in her hand, right? She is confident. She is motivated. She is passionate. She is just. She is compassionate. She is supporting this Fool energy, which means that any projects, any ideas, any plans that you are going to make, they are fully supported by this, by the energy of abundance, by the energy of passion, by the emotional stability that comes with a card like the Queen of Wands, right? She knows where she is going, she knows what she wants, and she can get it herself. She does not need outside support. She already has everything she needs. That is the Queen energy. It is the energy of manifesting. This Ace of Cups is within you, but how it manifests is through the form, from outside of you. And what is this new beginning, new Ace of Cups leading you to? A Three of Cups. Emotional happiness, right? This is coming together with people you love. This is sharing joy. This is sharing the sweetness of life, right? You have three friends who come together, who clink their glasses and eat food and dance. Well, you see how they're dancing, they're celebrating. You are going to be celebrating your new life. This is exactly what this feels like. This new moon is, and it's in Sagittarius, right? Sagittarius is a sign of new adventures. This is Sagittarius energy, by the way. The Fool is it's very much the kind of card that is ready to take a chance, which is also the Sagittarian energy, right? It's an energy of adventure. It's an energy of taking on, like bring it on. I'll deal with it kind of an energy. And this is where it's leading you. This happiness over, you're going to be so surprised by how much joy this is bringing into your life. You'll be like, man, this really does feel like a new life. This is such a beautiful reading. At the center of it, you have a powerful card like the Tower, which is what you need for a full moon. For a full moon, you need a card that talks about release. And this is that card. And it is supported by everything that comes after the release. All the joy that comes after the release. All the love that comes after the release. The self-love. And most importantly, the new perspective. This full moon, I have a feeling that if you sit down and really meditate today, I'm recording this the night before the full moon, by the way. I'm recording this on the 3rd of December. So 4th, 5th, that is the new moon, full moon energy. This feels like tonight or today, if you sit down, you set an intention in place of releasing all that doesn't serve you, you will have a breakthrough today. This is a beautiful breakthrough energy. So let's get a few more clarifiers for this. This is such a beautiful reading. Whoever's tuning in for this, first of all, thank you for tuning in. But also, this is a blessed reading. The universe is working for you. I know it must have felt like the universe is working against you, because you know what the Tower is? The Tower feels like everything is going wrong, but you don't know what to do. You can't move. You have built this tower in one way or the other, and now you don't want it to break down. So the universe is coming in and nudging you along. It's like, hey man, I know you want to move, so I'll help you, right? That's the energy. This is what the Tower card is telling me. It's the energy of you being stuck, but somehow everything around you, your spiritual guides, your ancestors, the universe, everything come together to propel you into a new direction of happiness, of adventure, of self-love. You have a Hermit at the bottom of the deck, which is very good. It goes right in with the Hangman energy, so I'm going to take it here. This is also telling me that for this full moon, you might want to actually sit down and meditate. What else do we have? Are there any clarifying messages for this reading? Oh, this popped up. The King of Wands. Come on, man. You have a King and Queen of Wands together. This is balance. This is union. This is both your divine masculine and your divine feminine energies coming together in harmony. This is no longer a conflict inside you. This is both emotional maturity, spiritual maturity, and an unshakable sense of purpose. When these two cards come together, the two Kings and Queens of Wands, when they come together, it tells me that you know what you want, and also you know how to get there. And what I want is not just, what you want isn't just physical, right? It's not monetary only. It's not just about your body, but it's also about your emotions, your passions. This is a fiery reunion energy. Reunion of your divine feminine and your divine masculine coming together to finally balance your life out, to give you the strength you need to move forward into your Ace of Cups, into your Three of Cups. What are the other clarifying energies? We'll talk about this Hermit in a little bit, because this is the work you have to do on the full moon night, right? I strongly recommend doing a short, small meditation around the full moon, because that will really help solidify these energies. So what else do we have? Any clarification for this reading? Any clarification? King of Pentacles, that's where you're going. Three of Cups and King of Pentacles. This is abundance. This full moon, when you learn to finally release, this is what's coming towards you. You're not just King and Queen of Wands, you also have a King of Pentacles. You will have more money than you can imagine. You're going to feel like a king or a queen, gender doesn't matter. You will have enough, not just for yourself. You will be giving it out. You will be helping everyone around you. This is the energy of giving, of abundance. A King of Pentacles is someone who's not worried about money. You need help here. I got you, man. You need help with something? Here's some money for you. Oh, you can't buy something? Let me buy it for you. You pay for someone's dinner or you buy someone a coffee because you're not worried. God is giving you, the universe is giving you. You have worked hard for it. This is that kind of an energy. You will move into an energy where you will never have to worry about abundance. But for that, what will need to be done is this. So now we can finally talk about this central row over here, right? The Tower, the Hanged Man, and the Hermit. Look at this. And I'm going to talk about the Hermit because this is the Virgo card and it deals with the mind and the spirit and what is happening inside you. This is a card of meditation, if anything else it is, more than anything else that it is, right? Like if there is a single card in the tarot that talks about quieting down, finding yourself a quiet, comfortable space and looking within, it is this. It's the Hermit card. It's not a card that you need to leave everything behind and go into the mountains. Although if you want to do that, go right ahead. I can't tell you what to do. I can only do a reading over here. But this is a card that tells me that tonight, on the full moon night, if you can go out and see the moon, go out and see the moon and meditate under it. What do you meditate about? You meditate about what you want to release. You meditate about all the things, you reflect about all the things that have happened so far, and not to, cry on it, or not to repeat it like in your head constantly. Like, don't do that. If it comes up, like what has happened in your life, accept it. Yes, this happened. Yes, this changed me in these ways, but now I have learned the lesson and I'm moving on. You see how both of these cards, the Hanged Man and the Hermit, they both have a light. One has a light around his head and one has a light within the lantern. Now they're both the same light, right? They are light that has come from within. The light that's in the Hermit's lamp is his own inner light. He has used his own light, his own wisdom to light up the way, to show the path, not just to himself, but to everyone who comes across him. He is the guide in the darkness for your own soul and other people's soul. And the Hanged Man is telling me that the perspective shift that you are going to gain around this full moon or after this full moon will make you spiritually, it gives a healing energy. You might become someone like a medium or a healer because this is profoundly powerful spiritual energy. What else? What else do we need to know about this central row here? What are these Hermit, Hangman, and Tower about? What do we need to release? What do we need to let go? I need a little bit more clarity about what we need to release. You need to release this. The Ten of Swords and the Two of Wands. It's decision time, right? The Two of Wands is telling me, see, I'll tell you generally the Two of Wands, how I read it, is a card of future, of prospective futures. He's holding the world in his hands. He's looking at all the options that he has. He's looking far into the future, into the horizon, and figuring out where he wants to go. Where does he want to use his resources, his clarity, his passion, where he wants to direct it, which direction should he take. Now, when it's coming in this third row with this Ten of Swords, this is telling me that tonight, on the full moon night, you will finally be able to get the breakthrough that you need. The doubt in your direction, because the twos are also usually a lot of crossroad energies, right? You don't know which path to take, which is why you've been stuck in this Tower energy along with this Ten of Swords for a very long time. I can't believe how beautifully this reading is flowing. When we talk about releasing energy during the full moon, this is exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about releasing all the old burdens, right? And what are these burdens? They've been in your mind for a very long time. These are swords that have hurt you, that have damaged you. But you see, the sun is rising behind this card. After all the swords have been, you felt all the swords. Finally, the sun is coming up. That is this full moon energy. I think you've been in your head about all of this for so long. That is what you were trying to break out of. You were not able to get out of your own head, which is exactly why the Hanged Man and the Hermit have come in. The work that you have to do is in your mind and in your heart. Because where you're going, if you do that work, is a place of absolute abundance, of beautiful joy, of togetherness, of love, of compassion. Like, this is a very blessed reading. This feels like the big emotional release that needs to happen. This feels like you finally trusting the universe. This feels like you saying, yes, I am ready to embrace new things. I am tired of the old. I am bored of the story of my life. I want a brand new story. I want a brand new story. And the full moon will give it to you. The energy of the universe is waiting to give it to you. I hope there was something in this reading that you resonated with. I hope it helps you set up a small, short full moon meditation practice or a ritual. And I hope that if there was anything in this video that resonated, you like, share, and subscribe, because it helps me get these beautiful messages out to more beautiful people like you. Thank you for being here. Happy holidays since it's December. I will see you the next time. Bye-bye.